everyone, so my name is Rizka and I am here to basically I want to improve my English skill and my public speaking skill. So that's why I make this video and I want to consistent to make video about me talking in Eng because I want to improve and to see my improvement. Okay, so today my first topic is books that I like and when I start. Okay, so basically I start to like reading when I was in second grade in my elementary school. That is start when I was young. So I went with my mom. Me and my mom went to store, and in that store it sells book, and that books is named KKPK or what they call kecil-kecil punya karya. I start to book that book. It's I want like just iseng or randomly book that, but then I start to reading and I start to like because the story is relatable and it's so interesting for child like me, like 7 or 8 years old. So I start to reading that books, and every time I got some achievement, they give me reward that is that book, and that is when I start to collection kecil-kecil punya karya book. And then my sister, she likes to reading. She likes to reading 10 lit books like from Terelie and others. It likes when she was in junior high school, she often tell me about the story that she reads. She tells me like accidentally, and that makes me so curious too. She tells me like whole of the books, and the memorable one that she tells me is Hujan by Terelie. And after that, I start um to curious about books and interested about books. So moved when I was in fifth grade in my elementary school. I start to read Wattpad. That is kinda embarrassing, I know, but I start to read because I'm a big fan of K-pop, and in Wattpad there is so much fan fiction in that books, and I really remember that I read Dear G, and my favorite is That Night. I also bought that book, but because I really like the story and I want to support the author. So then I read a whole of the books, and I read more books and a lot of books since then. And after that, I start to read more and more. And when I was in junior high school, I start there is like library in my class, and that is contains like much of book, many various kind of books, and one of that is Terelie. And because my sister told me about Terelie before, I start to read like Terelie's books. That is Daun yang Jatuh, Tidak Pernah Membenci Angin, and Tentang Kamu, and Bumi actually. But I don't really enjoy Bumi because that is too long. And after that, I start to like Tereli's book. And when I was in my in my 10th grade, I start to read Tereli's book that with the title Negeri Para Berdebah. That is very very good books, and that makes me to want to explore many books again, especially in Tereli's book. And when I was in my seventh, 11th grade, I start to read books that is very very good. Yeah, you know, guys, what is that? That is Biru Laut. What is the title? I forgot the title, bro. Wait. Yeah, I remember the title. That is Laut Bercerita, and that is very 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 good books. And after I read that books, I start to like more about books. I want to explore more, and I got friends that really enjoy books too. Named Alicia. She is very good person, and she really likes to read books like me. And we got the same interest, and that's why I am more like to read books. And we often but go to our library in our high school to find new books. And right now I currently read English books or Japanese books, sorry, with the title this. These are at Morisaki Bookshop. That is very good books too. And I hope after this I start liking like non-fiction books, that is like psychology or economics book. I really want to read like Max Havelaar books or Jejak Langkah or Malaka's book. I really want to explore that kind of books. So I hope that I can stay to like reading, stay this consistent and still like reading. Okay, I think that is enough for me because it's already 7 minutes, and I think that is enough. Bye bye. I hope I will continue this session.